Well, friends, greetings for the new year 2025. Now we are going to, uh, in the simulator section, we are going to charge the HPLP bypass system, and then we will be hitting the MSV, ESV, and other lines, mainstream lines, and the transfer pipes, HP and IP casings. So in this session, we are going to see all these things. So before we do the actual simulator, we will start the we will just see how to do it, and then we will in the next video we will be actually charging it on simulator. So we will see how it is to be charged. The First of all, we will see why the HPLP bypass has been provided. So the provision of HPLP bypass, it is for matching of live steam temperature and turbine metal temperature for a quick startup. HPLP bypass station, it has been provided for that. You can say it is for steam conditioning. So you have to use the steam temperature matching chart provided, because it may be a cold start, or it may be a hot start, or it may be some with some casing temperatures already there. So depending on that, you have to use the temperature matching chart that has been provided by the manufacturer, that is BHEL. Now the next is the open the main steam valves. We have lighted up the boiler, we have the pressure in the boiler, so you can open the main steam valves MS11 and MS12 by from the Mimic itself, HPLP bypass system. You can do it from Mimic or from the desk. You can use Mimic. Now note down the temperature of superheater and reheat steam, transfer pipes, HP, IP casings and expansions from panel, turbine control and lube oil system. Then open the drain walls of HPLP bypass to 50%. It is on field page 11. Then open the HPLP bypass inlet walls MS7 and MS8 with CR3, CR4, CR5 and CR6. They are closed. Now you can open them from the turbine control desk, turbine control and lube oil system desk, or you can you can open them from the Mimic also. Or no, they are provided only on the desk. They are not provided on the Mimic. Now check the vacuum in the condenser and open the LP bypass valve to 10%. From the panel, the turbine control and lube oil system. Then open the HP bypass valves 5% from the panel, turbine control and lube oil system. Now you can do this from Mimic also. Observe the rise in superheat and reheat temperatures. You can see the trends for that. CD5 on the CD control desk 5 steam temperatures. You can see the trends page. Then in the all the time you have to watch the condenser level and the vacuum in the condenser, and you can see it or watch it from the condensate system Mimic itself. Then you have to open the feed water to HPLP bypass. Now it is, if necessary means it will be necessary, and if the downstream temperature of the HP bypass it goes beyond certain 280 or something, then it will close. So that is why you have to open the feed water to HPLP bypass. It is on field page number 8, 14 number. Maintain the main steam temperature 280 to 300 degrees centigrade and boiler pressure around 30 kg per square centimeter. You can see both these temperature and pressure on the Mimic HPLP bypass system. This is the chart for recommended for cold startup curve for 210 megawatt BHEL make boiler turbo generator unit. This has been provided by the manufacturer, and herein you can see that the when we are starting from cold, the steam temperature would be something around 270. We have to make it around 270 to 290 or maybe 280, and on 30 ATA, the blue line that you may green line that you may see, 30 ATA line, that we have to maintain the pressure as 30 kg per square centimeter and the temperature as 280 degrees centigrade. Now this is a casing metal temperature. The casing metal temperature should be around 150 or around that temperature. For exact matching it should be 150, or it may, on the negative side, it may be around 120. So we have to make the temperatures, casing temperatures to 120 to so that the steam of 270 280 degrees centigrade can enter into the casings. This is the startup curves for cold rolling. This is the startup curve for cold rolling. This will show you, this is also given by the manufacturer, and he says that the how you have to roll, the how much the speed would be, how much is the speed, and at what time it should be, like that. So this is the chart for startup curve. This is the chart of startup curve for cold rolling after 72 hours of shutdown. Then raising the temperature of MSV body. We are now on the heating of the body, MSV body and all this. So for raising the temperature of MSV body, you should open the MSV line drain about 50% from field page 11. Open MS3 and MS4 of MS bypass line MIM from MS bypass line. You can see the mimic of HPLP bypass system, and from there you can open MS3 and 4. They are inching time, they are full open valves. Then open MS5 and MS6. They are the regulating valves. You should open them by around 10% from the mimic HPLP bypass system. Then observe the MSV body temperature. It should start rising in the trends common metal temperatures 1. Then you can raise the temperature of ESV body. Open the drain valves between MSV and ESV by 10% from field page 11. Start the starting oil pump and check the starting oil pump amperes. When they come to normal, the relay oil pressure at around 19 to 20 kg per square centimeter, and you can check up on the panel turbine control, and from the panel control turbine control and lube oil system, from there you can start the SOP. Then when you start the SOP, there is no need of AC LOP and AC seal oil pump. So we stop the AC LOP and AC seal oil from the respective desk, that is the turbine control lube oil system and generator control panel. Then the next thing is to lock the ESVs and IVs to 10%, so that whenever we give command for opening the ESV and IVs, they will open only up to 10%, and that is on instructor malfunction page number 11, IMF page number 11. Then we open the speeder gear by around 20%. So that 20% is around 6.840 mm. That from the panel turbine control and lube oil system. Then you can observe the ESV body temperature. It will start rising in the trends common metal temperatures 1. Then HP IP transfer pipe heating and HP and LP casing heatings. Now for this purpose, you have to open the HPT and IPT transfer pipe drains to 20% from field page 11. Then observe the temperature rise in the transfer pipe trends, common metal temperatures 1. Maintain a reheat pressure of 1 to 2 kg per square centimeter by HPLP bypass mimic. You can use the mimic for that HPLP bypass system. You can decrease the LP bypass and increase the HP bypass, so that the reheat pressure would be around 1 to 2 kg per square centimeter. Then open the HPT IPT casing drains by 20% from field page 11. Then open CRH NRV bypass valves CR3 and CR4. You can do this from mimic HPLP bypass system. Then observe the HPT casing temperature. It will start rising in the trends common metal temperatures 1, and the here it should be taken in mind that minimum temperature rise as per the BHEL is to be achieved is the minimum temperature rise that is to be achieved is around 120 degrees centigrade. Once the 120 degrees centigrade is achieved, it means that the heating is complete. So note down now at this point, note down all expansions, then superheater reheat temperatures. All these heatings that are described above, they can be done simultaneously. Then closing of HPLP bypass and making the turbine ready for rolling. Now for rolling the turbine, we close the HPLP bypass because it is only for bringing the temperature and heating purposes, heating of the metal purposes. So we will be closing the HPLP bypass for the turbine rolling. Now we will close the MS regulating bypass valve MS5 and 6 that we have opened from the turbine control and lube oil system or maybe from the panel, from the mimic. Then reduce the speeder gear position to 0 from panel, turbine control and lube oil system. The speeder gear position, it should be made to 0. Then when the speeder gear position is made 0, then close the HP bypass valve first from the mimic HP-LP bypass system and observe the depressurizing of the reheater. Then close the LP bypass valves from the mimic LP-HP bypass system. Then close the CRH NRV bypass, CR3 and CR4 valves, you can close them and put on interlock. If they are not on interlock, put them on interlock from the mimic HPLP bypass system. Now keep the drains of HPLP bypass 2% open from field page 11. Then free the ESVs and IVs to 100% from IMF page number 11. And now the turbine is ready for rolling. So please comment on this. And so with this, let us start simulator operations in our next video because it will be very long. So that's why this has been divided into first part and second part. So in the next part, we will be doing the simulator operations only and the description will be lesser. So in the next video, till then, like, share and subscribe. Well, I am Manohar Tatwadi from Total Output Power Solutions. Thanks for watching.